Good. And one more. Ready and 4. Name of the game is going to be control. And relax position. All right. This one, the first one that you'll use, well, second in your combo, but the first one we're working on is a round kick, side kick. This is more challenging because after the round kick, you have to bring your leg back chambered before you can throw the side kick. So if you don't chamber for the side kick and you do something like this, round side, that's not going to count. That's going to be incorrect. So if I'm here, you need to round kick, chamber, side kick, set it down. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, you can do it faster than that. I'm just slowing it down for you guys. So that's why I had you do the 1 second hold so you can get used to holding it. When I say 1, you'll just do the round kick, side kick, focusing on the chamber for the side kick. So you'll do the round, chamber, side, set it down. Let's try it out 3 times per side. Ready, and 1. Good. And again, the goal is to be not falling over at the end. If you guys are falling over a little bit at the end, that's okay, as you're still building balance. But by the end of this cycle, you shouldn't be falling all over the place during these. Ready, and 2. Good. One more time on this side. Ready, and 3. Outstanding. And turn. On this side 3 times. Ready, and 1. And 2. And 3. Good job. And relax position. And the last piece of this, in your combination, it is a back leg round kick, side kick. So I'm going to let you do these 3 on your own per side. You should be set. Back leg round side. 1. And then you go back. You do it again. 2. 3 times over here. And then turn 3 times over there. And then stand at relaxed position. Go for it, guys. Back leg round kick, side kick. That was good, Henry, but try doing it without setting your foot down in between. Oh, yeah, Henry. There you go. Charlie, very well done. Both Charlies, actually. Kandari and Raven Cypher. Isabella, well done. When you guys are done, again, just at relaxed position. Whenever I have you guys at relaxed position waiting for teammates, you are more than welcome to get a sip of water then, if you need it. Good. All right, the next combo set is the hook kick, round kick. So from here, if I'm doing my hook round, the hook kick ends in a round kick chamber already. So it's a little bit easier to do because they flow right into each other, unlike the round kick, side kick. So you guys are just going to move right into the hook kick, round kick. So when I say 1, obviously you have to start with the good hook kick chamber. But I'm here and it goes around, round kick, set it down. So it'll be hook, round, down. That's 1. And then I'll say 2, hook, round, down. 3 times per side. Ready, and 1. Good. Whoa, okay. Watch my foot. This is where we start to get dangerous with our technique. You cannot just swing your leg up like that. That is not a hook kick. That is me flailing my leg out there. It has to chamber. Your foot has to come in before the kick. So my foot comes in, then I can do the hook kick, round kick. Boom. Let's try it out again. 3 times on that side again. Ready, and 1. There you go. I don't expect you to be able to do the chamber and kick out as fast as I can yet, but I do need to see the chambers. Ready, and 2. Very good, Logan. Just keep those hands up. One more time over here. Ready, and 3. Hayden, outstanding. Good, and turn. On the other side now. Ready, and 1. And 2. And 3. And relax position. And obviously, it would be too easy for you guys if it was just a regular hook kick, round kick. So in your combination, it is a reverse hook kick, round kick. So from here, I'm set. My back leg has to come behind me for the hook kick, round kick, and I'm setting it down in front. So I'm set, reverse, hook, round, and set it down. The thing to watch out for is when we do reverse kicks, if you watch my head and my shoulders, a lot of us tend to bend over right here before we're even kicking. That's what's going to make you fall over. So if I'm set as I spin into my kick, my head should still be up before I throw the kick. So trying to keep your head up. We'll do it 2 times per side. Step towards your left side, yeah? So if you need to do the spin a little bit slower for now, so you get used to keeping your head up, that is completely appropriate. Towards the end of the cycle, though, you won't be able to do it as slow. The reverse hook kick, round kick. Ready in 1. Good. If you're falling over, then check where your head and shoulders are. And one more time over here. Ready in 2. Good. And turn. On the other side, same thing. Watch your head and shoulders. Ready in 1. Very well done. Good job, Miss Miller. You. On this side, ready in 2. Yes. And hands off feet together. 10 jumping jacks. Ready and go. All right. Now go ahead and stand in a relaxed position. Your whole combination is a reverse hook kick, round kick, back punch, back leg, round kick, side kick, back punch. So it's the 2 things that we just did with the back punch in between them. So if I'm set, I do my reverse hook kick, round kick, back punch, back leg, round kick, side kick, back punch. So it's those 2 combos with back punches. Step towards your left side, yeah? If you're watching, when I say 1, I want to see the reverse hook round with the back punch. Let's try it out. Ready in 1. And back punch. And then 2 is the back leg round side back punch. Ready in 2. Good. And turn. On the other side, reverse hook kick, round kick, and a back punch. Ready in 1. Followed by a back leg, round kick, side kick, back punch, ready in 2. Good. One more time with me per side, then I'll let you go on your own. Turn. Ready. And 1. And 2. And turn. Last time with me. Ready and 1. And 2. All right, and turn. And then one little sneak peek thing to watch out for as you're doing it. I do my reverse hook round. When I do my back punch, I'll move over here so you can see better. As I do my back punch, my hip is already pointed, so I should be able to go right into my kicks. If you don't do a full pivot, and you punch like this, then you have to move your whole body into the kick. But if I do the hook round and do a full pivot with my back punch, my hip is already pointed, so I can move right into the round side back punch. On your own, number 1, reverse hook round, back punch, back leg round side, back punch. Ready and go. And turn. On the other side, reverse and then a back leg. Ready and go. And turn. One more time per side. Make sure you do the reverse first. So a good way to think about reverse, go ahead and stand in a relaxed position, guys. If I'm set, when I walk, whenever we think about taking a step, so done normally, my back leg normally goes in front of my belly button as I take a step. So if we're doing the reverse or the opposite of that, my back leg shouldn't go in front of my belly. It should go behind me towards my back. So I'm looking away from the bad guy until I see them again. Hook kick, round kick, back punch, back leg, round side, back punch. One more time per side. Solo Saya. Ready? And go for it. Yeah, and turn. Yeah, just like that on this side. Same thing, if I'm set over here, I look away from the bad guy until I see them again. Hook kick, ground kick, back punch, ground kick, side kick, back punch. Ready? And go. Yeah. Good job, everybody. Hands up, feet together. Push-up position. 5 mountain climbers. Ready and go. When you're done, you can stand back up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And take a seat for me. Crisscross karate sauce. Now is an appropriate time to be drinking some of that water if you need it. All right, we're moving on to ABCs of conflict avoidance. So everybody, give me an A. Give me a B. And a C. Done a little faster. Go A, B, C, A, B, C. Ready, go. A, B, C. Now for us cool kids, give me a Y. And an M. And a C. And an A. For the YMCA. Okay. Today we are talking about A, avoiding potentially dangerous situations. Now, whenever we're talking about this, especially since we're a little further in, we should know for the most part, we're talking about a situation where I am more than likely to get hurt. Because technically, I can trip while walking in my house and hit my head on a wall. So technically, walking in my house is potentially dangerous. But we're talking about a situation where I am more than likely to get hurt. So, shake your head up and down. This means yes, I should do this thing, side to side. This means no, I shouldn't do this thing. So I got to see everybody's head moving depending on what I say. My ball goes out in the highway. I should run out into the highway to grab my ball. There you go. There's construction going on over there at that house. They've been using nails and nail guns and a bunch of tools. But I really, really want to see that crane. So I'm going to run over into that construction site to see that crane, right? No, I'm on my way home from school or from a friend's house or from the library, wherever it is. It's getting a little dark and I see storm clouds running. And then I see this shortcut that I've never seen before. My parents haven't given me permission to go down it. I should just go down that shortcut and hope it takes me home faster, right? No. And the last piece, especially since several of us are getting a little older and starting to hang out with our friends alone without our parents, my friends decide that they want to go somewhere that I don't feel safe at. Do I have to go with my friends? No. My friends start to do something that I don't think is right or something that I might think is dangerous. Do I have to do that thing with my friends? No. Just because my friends are doing something does not mean I'm obligated to do it. So if my friends are going to go over to that place where I feel like I could get hurt or I could get in trouble, I'm going to go, oh man, I totally forgot. Mom and dad wanted me home by this. I'm in trouble, guys. I got to leave. And then you take off. Or they're starting to do something that you don't feel comfortable with. Oh my gosh, oh, I forgot. Mom wanted me home early today. She's going to kill me. I have to go right now. Just because your friends are doing something doesn't mean you have to put yourself in danger just because they are. So again, as a strong martial artist, your goal is to never have to use your martial arts. As a black belt especially, you should never want to have to be in a situation where you're going to fight because you don't want to have to hurt that person. So you should be avoiding the situation where you have to get in a fight in the first place. So you don't ever have to use your martial arts. Go and stand up for me. We'll do it a couple times per side and then start getting a little bit more heavy with it. However, we are going to start working on some of our sparring focus and footwork. So what's going to happen? You guys are going to be bouncing on your feet, keeping your eyes on your target the whole time. So if I'm set, I'm bouncing. When I say go, you'll do your combo. And then you're going to reset back to the start, keeping your eyes on your target. You need to make sure that just because I'm resetting, I'm not looking away because that gives my opponent a chance to follow me and hit me back. So let's do it. Start bouncing. Eyes are on your target. You got to leave them there the whole time. Kickboxing number 1. Ready and go. Do not look at the camera. Eyes stay on the target. Hands stay up. You got to keep yourself safe. And again, ready, go. Good. And again, ready, go. And relaxed position. We'll do it a couple more times on that side before we turn. But food for thought. You guys can start doing some change of elevation in this combination. So if you throw all of your moves to the same spot, none of them are going to hit. When you're testing, they should all be thrown at the same spot. But since we're focused on sparring application right now, I want you guys to change where you're throwing it. So the hook kick at the head, round kick at the body, back punch at the body, round kick at the head, side kick at the body, followed by the back punch. Try changing elevation so it makes you more likely to hit with one of your strikes. Sit towards the left side, yeah, start bouncing. Keeping that in mind, kickboxing number 1. Don't look at me, look at the person you're fighting. Ready and go. Ooh, not bad. Can you unmute Mr. Ben? And again, ready, go. Yes, Ben.
I can't really bounce, or a lot of really fragile things will follow.
That's okay, because I can do it with you when I get home, because we live in the same house. So don't you worry. On this side again, ready and go. So don't worry about bouncing for now. And turn. On the other side, same thing. Focus on that change of elevation. Still bouncing, still keeping your eyes on your target. Ready and go. You should almost visualize, or you should almost see the person that you're fighting and where you're placing your movements on them. Again, ready, go. A couple more times over here so we're even on both sides. And again, ready, go. And relax position. It's okay to get a sip of water while I'm explaining what you guys are going to do next. We are going to review all of your guys' underbelt current curriculum. So current combinations, current underbelt combinations. Now, since we're focused on sparring, you should be bouncing the whole time. You don't need your eyes to hear me, so you should keep your eyes on your target. And you guys should be trying to change your elevation. So your goal is to not throw 2 moves into the same spot in a row unless you're doing it on purpose to set up the 3rd move. And again, that just gets more and more complicated. So prep cycle, you might be being able to think about that. But for everybody else, your goal should not be to throw 2 moves at the same spot. So let's try it out. Sit towards your left side. Yeah, you're bouncing. Eyes are on your target. See that person you're fighting. Karate combination number 1. Ready, go. Good. I saw lots of change of elevation. Well done. And turn. On this side, karate number 1 again. Ready, go. And turn. Now karate number 2. Ready and go. You're doing them all on both sides if you haven't caught on already. And turn. Number 2 again. Ready, go. Good. And turn. Number 3. Number 3. Ready and go. And turn. Now, just to specify, you guys can stop bouncing. When I say change of elevation, it's still got to be rib cage or headpiece. You're not allowed to throw any strikes below the belt in our system, at least. So they've all still got to be above your belt. Step back towards right side, yeah. Karate number 3 again. You're bouncing. Eyes are on your target. Ready and go. And turn. Karate number 4. Karate number 4. Ready, go. And turn. Karate number 4 again. Ready, go. Oh, yeah. And turn. Moving into Taekwondo. Moving into Taekwondo. Again, we're moving fast. Taekwondo, number 1. Ready, go. And turn. That's the front punch, inside to outside crescent, back punch. Taekwondo, number 1 again. Ready, go. And turn. Number 2, you guys probably aren't ever going to do a lunge punch reverse hook kick on each other because that would be extraordinarily dangerous for you guys to try hitting each other with. But same thing, just imagine you are. Number 2 over there. Ready and go. And turn. Number 2 again. Ready, go. And turn. Number 3, so this is your high-low. So being in level 3, it should be shoulder, waist, high-low. Number 3, ready and go. Or shoulder ribs, I'm totally cool with that. And turn. You just got to make sure they don't look like they land at the same spot, because if you kick at the same spot twice, then the combo's wrong. Number 3, ready and go. Good, and turn. Number 4, ready, go. And turn. Last one, number 4, ready and go. And relax position. I would suggest taking a sip of water before this last exercise, because this is going to be your end of class cardio. Super excited. Hopefully you're sweaty if you're working hard by the end. If you're working hard, you should be sweaty by the time you're done with it. If you're not already sweating, which most of you are, so good job. Okay, you're gonna do a sprawl, jump tuck, and then your combination once on both sides, and that counts as 1. If you're like, Mr. Churchmont, my knees, no thank you, I don't want to do sprawl, jump, tuck, they'll be mad at me. You can just do a squat instead. So everyone that is under 21, you're gonna do a sprawl, jump, tuck, and then your combination over here, and then turn and do your combination on the other side, and that's 1. And then you do it again, sprawl, jump, tuck, combo once on both sides, and that's 2. If you're a little bit older and you're like, Mr. Churchmont, my knees, no thank you, just do the squat and then the combination on both sides. Yeah. All right. I made level 2 do 8 of them, but your combination is significantly more difficult, so you only need to do 4 of them. Get ready, get set, and go for it, guys. Can you unmute Mr. Aiden? Yeah. Yes, sir.
This is for kickboxing number 1.
Yes, sir.
And we're doing this all 4 times.
Yes, sir. All right. The goal is to get through all 4 without stopping. That's like beast mode conditioning. Try to get all 4 without stopping. And remember, there's nothing left to do after this, so there's no point in keeping anything left in the gas tank. You might as well use it all now. Woo! Everybody's sweating and breathing hard. Well done, guys. When you're done, you are more than welcome to get some water and stand at relaxed position. If you want to stretch a little bit when you're done, or just stand there at relaxed position, I don't necessarily mind either one. Everybody's been keeping their kicks up at their shoulders as well. Outstanding, everybody. Good. Remember, big, slow breaths. Shallow breaths won't get the oxygen in your lungs. Well, it will, but not as effectively. I didn't say you could sit down, so make sure you're not sitting down. You should be standing at relaxed position or stretching. Either one of those is fine. You shouldn't be sitting. And time. All right, if you guys didn't finish, if you really want to hold yourself accountable, which you should all want to, and level 3, you can finish them after. If not, then everybody trains at their own, whatever. I'm not gonna. Yep. Okay. You guys should be turning all of your stuff into the Google Classroom. your goal setting worksheets is in there as a form. So as soon as you pull up the class, as soon as you type on it or click it, you should be able to type your numbers directly onto that sheet and then turn it in that way. That way it's easier so that when we give it back to you, after we're done grading it, when we get to progress or test, you guys should be able to pull those numbers back up off of Google Classroom so you guys know what it is you're trying to beat. We have had a lot of people ask, the due date says that it's this Friday. Don't worry about that. We're just adding it to the next Friday every week. So we're just pushing it back 1 week every time. We will be announcing like normal when it is we want you guys to turn your stuff in. So your gray and blue and stuff isn't due by tomorrow. That's just when we have it set. So that way it's easier for us to measure your guys' stripes and stuff week by week. So it's not due by tomorrow because we did have a lot of people ask last class, but you should still be getting it all done sooner rather than later. Because same thing as before, if you miss this first one, you can turn it in late with the paragraph. If you miss the second one, especially at level 3, that's too bad. You're not moving on to your next rank, especially if you're hitting brown red belt level. If you miss this, it can set you back 6 more months before you can test for your high brown. And if you're a high brown and you miss it, it can set you back 6 more months before you can test for prep cycle. So just because you're not here doesn't mean our expectations have changed at all. That is it. Let's bow out and get into leadership. Alrighty. Come to attention. Bow courtesy. And position. Hands behind your backs. And black belt creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit, sir. Louder proposition. Sir, mile high karate is best, sir. What's that? Master Club, if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask it right now. If not, you are good to log off. Everybody else, you need to grab a notebook and a pen for us real quick, and we'll get you moving. Can you unmute Mr. Ben again? Yes, Mr. Ben, what's your question?
Oh, I should probably ask this after class.
Sounds like a good idea. All right, and then again, you guys should be sitting crisscross, karate sauce, backs up straight, all that good stuff. Okay, what you guys doing? You're gonna be hanging up with stuff, and you're gonna be doing some stuff.
Ooh, there is a lot more of you today than there was yesterday. I've transferred Clyde numerous times on both my account and Henry's, but it won't work. Any ideas? Money. For a small fee. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make it work. That one I did not actually know about. That's the first time. I know there's been people with trying to use their other Google Class accounts to log in. What I would say is, if you could, just make a whole brand new Gmail, because you can just, you can make Gmails like their MySpace accounts. Just make a new Gmail, and you can literally just milehighgoogleclassroom@gmail.com, and then see if that new one works. And if that one doesn't work, then I'll have to talk to our tech support, Ms. Christensen, Alan, to see if there's something up with that. You guys have your visual cues, or you don't because you're new, but that's okay. You'll be behind on those notes. You'll just be sort of soaking it in as we go. We talked about, so for my new low browns, what you guys are doing now is you're learning how to do the assistant stuff. The assistant stuff. Mia, Santos, and Anna. Well, what are you guys doing?
Do you know the code for Google Classroom?
I do. It's in the chat right now. Is that what you logged on for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Oopsies. It says level 1, but it's level 3. Somehow that didn't get changed. But I'm gonna put it in the chat again. Right there. Here it comes. There it is. Except I sent it to Miss Simpson instead. That's okay. I'll send it to everyone now. There it is for everyone. And then just really quick, you guys didn't just log. You're just on to get the code, right? You're not here for class, because if you're here for class, you're about 47 billion minutes late.
No. We did class.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Remember.
Well, so you guys have, so my low browns, what you guys are doing is you're learning the assistant / team leader part. So what any brown belt or black belt you've seen in your class does, that's what you guys will be learning for level 3 and black belt. Because at this point, you guys are the second most seniors. You like the juniors in school. Like, you know, you want to be cool seniors, but you're not. And nobody really likes you. Oh, and that's sophomores. Sophomores nobody likes. Juniors, you think you're cool as the seniors, but the seniors are like, no, you're not that cool yet. And you guys have this rivalry, but they always win because they're more experienced. That's where you guys are at right now. So you guys are beginning to be learning how to teach. We've already covered the beginner stuff. So just like your books, we'll come back around to it and you'll get those notes then. But for now, you guys are just going to have to write down what we're covering for everybody else. So for everybody else, remember we talked about our emotional bank account, and we talked about our visual connectors, our verbal connectors, and our physical connectors. You know, things that we're doing when we see students across the floor with head nods, nonverbal communication, things that we say, and things that we do, fist bump, explosion, high five, tap on the shoulder. Then we talked about the time, the very small windows of opportunity that you guys have to make those connections. Right when an exercise starts. So not when it's being explained, but when it starts. When the instructor is starting to count through the form. All right, first move go, second move go. Not when they're in the middle of teaching it or you're trying to talk to a student. And then the last part is the point at which the end of class drill is happening, not when it is being explained. Right when the end of class drill is happening, not when it is being explained. And then you guys broke up your 2 sections into forms, phrases and corrections, and combinations, phrases and connections. Or corrections, I should say. Remember the dialogue that we're using, or the vernacular that we're using, verbiage, whatever, is not a but or however style of speaking. Man, this was really great, but it was also kind of bad. That's what it sounds like when you say something. Man, you had really great kicks, but okay, if my kicks were really great, then there's not a but. They're either great or they're not. So you guys need to eliminate that when we're talking about correcting any of the underbelt students. It's a improvement ideology. Your kick was good because you were using really great chambers. To make it even better, you do this thing. Your punches had a lot of snap to them, great speed. To make them even better, keep your eye on your target. Those things. So you're taking what was already a decent, because again, we've already talked about this earlier. If they're on the mat and they're doing something, unless they've sprawled out on the floor, somebody's always doing something right. And somebody can always be improved on. It doesn't matter your rank. At any point in your training, somebody is always doing something really well. Somebody always can be improved on. It's just those things become a lot harder to find as you go up in rank, and they're a lot easier to spot out lower. All right, what we are going to do, and I'm just going to sort of do it at random, is I am going to do a form, and depending on your belt level, you will either have to give me just a praise, meaning you're just going to say what was done well. And we talked about that last week. You're going in, you should already have a mindset. I'm going to be looking for their chambers. I'm going to be looking for their eye contact, their focus. I'm going to be looking for their power. That'll make it easier for when you're giving the praise. If you're my highest rank, my prep cyclers, you are going to have to give a praise and a correction. Praise and a correction. Okay? I'm just going to do your all form, since that's the form that we've been working on. All right. Chung Moo, sir. Aya. Okay, that's as far as I'm gonna go. Who am I gonna pick on? Fabian, since he put his hand up. As soon as I unmute you. There you go. So, for everybody, remember you're doing this as if I am the student. So don't give me the answers if you're answering the question. You're practicing this as if you're in front of me in class, and this is what you would tell me in class if I was the student on the mat.
I would say that your technique with your hands was good, but it would make it.
No buts.
I think it'd be better if you added better stances.
Okay. So now put it all together, minus the butt.
I liked the way that you had good technique with your hands. And I think it would be even better if you had deeper stances.
Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to pick an underbelt, and I'm going to do an underbelt form. So I'm just going to do Chun-Ji, and I'm going to pick one of my, probably not low browns right off the bat. I'll probably start picking you guys in a week or two for answering questions, unless you really want to jump in there. All right, so Chun-Ji. Chun-Ji. Now, for you guys, just for the sake of keeping it simple, whatever form I choose is the level that you should be thinking about it at. So whatever form I choose is the level that you're thinking about it at. So you're not looking at my Chun-Ji as if I'm a level 3 student. You're looking at my Chun-Ji as if I'm a level 1 student. Mr. Ben, what's your question?
You frequently freeze, so I can't really see you do anything.
Okay, you don't have to, you can do this with your brother when you get home, or just go back and watch it on YouTube later, and that should be able to help you out. All right, Chun-Ji for one of the middle brown belts. Chun-Ji. Hiya. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, random brown belt. Who am I gonna pick? I'm gonna pick whose small hand that is. I think it's Ava's. Ava.
I like that you checked your stances. That looked really good.
Very nice. Praise, Ava. Very good.
I
Ooh,
practiced.
no corrections for you. You need more experience before I start letting. I no doubt think you could do a good job, but you gotta wait till you have a little bit more context before we start jumping in there. And we're out of time, technically. So, for my guys and gals, when we're talking about this again, you guys, most of you who did not just move up have the beginner context of all of what we've talked about. This is probably going to be as far as we're going to cover with you all. I know we went a little bit, well, the only thing after this will be pad holding, but it will probably be where I'm going to attempt to make it simpler than it was last time, but pad holding is going to be somewhat like your sparring in that you really need a lot of hands-on practice with it to get the body mechanics down at the very least. Mentally, you guys should be making notes of, obviously, you know, whatever, we'll get there when we get there. I'm not gonna tell you right now, but keep those notes, make sure you keep your brown belt notes. Miss Churchman, I hope your son's computer doesn't suddenly get booted from the classroom because of your typing, ma'am. Anyways, you guys are dismissed. If you have any questions about any of the Google stuff, please email us or text us, preferably email rather than text. Email. Forget, I look right here on my thumb. Boom. Oh my gosh, I never said the word text. Email us your questions. Quick notes, don't use, I know a lot of you guys are using your own Google's, you're using your school Google account. Stop it. You need to, well, don't stop it for school. You need to make a separate account to use our Google Classroom. They don't synchronize. They're not in sync with each other. So if it's not working, try to make a new one. Like I already said, you can make a bajillion Google accounts. Just make one specifically for us using the homework. And then as soon as we're done with quarantine, you guys can delete it and you don't have to worry about it. Or you can keep it because we'll probably still be able to send stuff to you guys that way. So I'd probably just make a separate one so you have it. If you don't have any questions, get out of here, you crazy kids. If you do have questions, just raise your hand and I may answer it for a small donation of $6 billion. Bethany, you still here because you have a question? Oh, you're trying to hide off screen, but that doesn't work because the screen camera lens is wide. If you don't have jump ropes, you need them. If you don't have room for jump ropes, then you're just going to be in place. Yes, Miss Murray, to somebody, it's a small donation. Somebody, not me, but somebody. They're sitting on probably more than that, and they're like, "Oh, it's Bill, no big deal." Let me just make sure nobody else is popping on. Okay. Mari? Nathaniel? Lee? Cody? All the hatches. Martinez. Benzo, 2, Ben 3, 4, all 4. Oko. Follows. Right in the interim, as I'm grabbing your cards, you guys are going to be doing the same beginner work, well, the same warm-up that we did last week, except we're adding another round of it. So you guys should remember you did 10 seconds and then 20 seconds and then 30 seconds. So we're adding on another one where you're going to sprint for 40 seconds. Hopefully by the time you get there, you'll be begging for death before it's over. And I will be energized by your suffering and your deteriorating life essence, if at all possible. Miss Strand, Murray, I already got you, and 1. Oh. When you're sprinting, please make sure, where is the thing? Please make sure that your knees are up